Yo, what's happening, my people? It's your boy Chance Jollivet, aka Smooth, back with another video. Man, tonight we got a special one. This is The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, Season 1, Episode 6, The Last Time. So this is the season finale of the Rick and Michonne show, pretty much. Man, this has been a season of epic proportions, man. It started off so bitter, and it was beautiful to see Rick and see all that he had to go through and stuff, but then it hurt to see how broken he was, but then to see this love story and how determined Michonne was, what she had to go through to get to him, and then to bring him back from himself and stuff, man, from his brokenness, and put him back together and give him hope and passion again, a new vitality for life and all that. To get Rick back, man, this was epic, epic. So let's get into this episode right here, man. And the love between these two characters pushed them to this point that they at. So you see them, they starting off the episode, they getting their freak on and whatever and everything. But they are preparing. They gotta go back to the CRM. They have some loose ends to tie up. So Rick makes his way back first. He comes and he gives himself up and all that. And he has to explain how they got away, how he made it back and all that. He meets with Thorne and Bill. So they're gonna be trying to convince him of this greater purpose and stuff right there. And while they're doing that, Michonne has a mission of her own. She has to sneak in. She has to dispose of this evidence that they had of Jadis. And Jadis had this in the room. You see she was still doing her art stuff. It was a room full of art and she had to find it. And it was very dangerous, very dangerous. Somebody put something under the door and it hit Michonne's foot, man. Michonne had to kill them on the spot and stuff, man. It was a lot. This episode, like though that beginning part, her sneaking into the CRM facility, it reminded me of Metal Gear Solid and stuff, man, back in PlayStation days and all that. So Rick is let into the inner circle. He gets the dossier and all that. I like the flashbacks. They flashback. It's like Bill is talking to him. What did you have to do? What bad things did you have to do? What's the worst thing did you have to do to save somebody in this lifetime after the world collapsed? And you see all the sacrifice. He had to kill Shane. He had to slice Negan's throat. He had to chew somebody's throat out. Like, he had to do a lot of things and go out of his character as a human being to save the people that he loved. And he tells him, he's like, I had to bite somebody's throat out to save somebody. He's like, whoa, okay. Michonne, they show a lot of her flashbacks and stuff, man, while she's doing her thing. And then you get to Bill. So he wants to prove a point. Like, what you sacrificed, you had to do what you had to do to save the people that you love. It might have not been it might have been ugly and stuff, but it was for a purpose. So I had everybody that I loved in Pittsburgh and stuff. And I was there. They had my friends and the enemies and all that. But they had a force of walkers, a herd that was too large for consumption, or too large for anything. And so they had to be sacrificed. I had to let them die to save Philadelphia. So that's what I had to do. I had to sacrifice my whole hometown, my whole home city and stuff to save another place. And so he's talking like that was a valiant thing or whatever. Instead of fighting for his people and stuff, he's like, I let them all die to save somebody else. And that's not the most heroic thing in the world, man. Like, he got fucked up mind state, but his leadership is pushing the CRM into this evil way of thinking and stuff, man. And he talks about they have did research, and the human race has 14 years left because the walkers are growing in abundance, and they are riding at a rapid rate. They're growing larger, and the more they ride it's famine and stuff. People can't grow crops and do all this because maybe they got all these walkers, and diseases are growing because of all these rotting corpses walking around and stuff. So the CRM, their plan is basically committing genocide for the greater good. They're having spies in cities and stuff, and they're gonna save children. I guess for the children could be the next wave and repopulate the world and stuff. And all the other people that might be problems or might be more mouth more mouths to feed and stuff, like they're going to kill them, or those people can become potential walkers or whatever. So we're gonna kill all of them. We're gonna for the greater good. That's his thinking. So Bill tells Rick, look, I can spare your life, everybody that you love, if you join me. All you gotta do is help me by committing global genocide and stuff, because we have troops here and there and over this continent and overseas and other continents and all that. Swear on the sword. Nope. He said earlier in the season that he can tell a lie. And so if you look in a man's eyes and stuff, and Rick is just thinking about all the flashbacks and about the people he loved and stuff, like he's not going by it. He's not even going to say those words and lie to him. He fights Bill, kills Bill, like nastily kill Bill. But anyways, like, yeah. So I was very much proud of Rick. Like early on in the season, he probably would have gave up or just went with the flow and all that. But now Rick is Rick. Then he has his body. He puts it in some little laundry thing or whatever. So he's on the elevator. Homeboy, somebody gets on the elevator with him. They see the blood whenever the elevator opens. So Rick has to fight him and kind of getting his ass handed to him for a little bit. His little back and forth. And Rick he's known for getting his ass whipped on episodes and stuff. But he comes out on top. And his bionic hand very much came in handy because he beat the snot out of homeboy. Like he killed him nastily. And this is when he gets to see Michonne again. She finds him on the elevator or whatnot. But he's like at a point, she tells him about, I went in this room, I found their plan and what they plan to do, and he knows of the plan as well because Bill told him, and he's like, we can just go. I missed so much time in everything. But Michonne is like Spider-Man. It's like, with great power comes great responsibility, and they can't leave the CRM to kill all these people and stuff, and eventually it's going to come back to them, and they're going to probably kill all their family and loved ones as well and stuff. They have to make this world a better place. So they go on their mission to topple the CRM. And it's a genius explosive plan. Like they have the little dude that was on episode 2 or 3 or whatever. The dude that was helping Michonne, episode 2. So he was helping Michonne, and she picks up some things from him. So this contraption is beautiful that they do. So they tie the walkers to the grenades and stuff, and it's gonna blow up all these bombs that with these chemicals and stuff. The bad part about it is, on their way out, Thorne figures it out, and she blocks them, and she's like, "Whatever y'all did, y'all go undo it." So whenever they're walking back towards these bombs and stuff, Bill's corpse, his walker corpse, walks out and pretty much sets the bombs off. And it's crazy. They jump like underneath some water, running and stuff, and they save themselves. Thorne is close, like right in the space of the explosion. It kills everybody instantly. How did Thorne survive? how did Rick and Michonne survive? Like it makes a little bit more sense because they jumped under like this water and stuff like that. So that makes somewhat of sense, I guess. But Thorne was right there standing up, and she survived. And it can't be just because she had a mask on, because like the CRM people walk with masks 24/7, and they were all out in the field at this meeting together. And I said this like on a group or something. It was like, well, what would Carol do in this situation? I'm like, Carol would bomb. They have this event going on, and everybody's gonna be in one place at one time. I'm like, Carol would blow them up. So they did what Carol would have did. So very much proud of them in this moment. But then Thorne survives, like I said. So they must fight to the death. And she was very much brainwashed. She was going to be a power vacuum. Thorne was going to carry on Bill's wishes or whatever if she was left unchecked. So they got to fight her and stuff. Rick gets overtaken by walkers. Michonne fights Thorne and ends up killing her. But on Thorne's death, with Thorne figured it out in death. Okafor was right. Bill was wrong. She had to die to know that. But she was like, love is dead and this and that. Michonne, it was beautiful. Love doesn't die. Like, I did all of this to find Rick and stuff. I never gave up. Like, Thorne gave up on everybody she ever loved. Michonne didn't do that. So that is why their story played out a different way. Rick was overtaken by these walkers and stuff, man. He pulled the grenade, pulled the pin. He survived like direct in the frame of the walkers and stuff, man. Like, they're right there and blew up, and he survived. Like, I'm glad he did. It's just like crazy that this happened. But they get out. So you hear on the radio calls and stuff like with the plans that the CRM was making, and they have the CRC, and they take power back and dismantle the CRM and stuff. So this is over. The world is gonna be different. They are gonna be supplying help and be saving a lot of people. They have turned this evil organization into a positive thing for the world. And the best thing about this, man, they get a helicopter ride. They meet their family, man. Rick meets little ass kicker, and he meets RJ. And it's a beautiful moment. The brave man? Yes, but you can call me dad. And I was crying. I shed a few tears. But, man, a beautiful moment. And I know there's still like the Carol season and stuff coming up. I don't know if this will have a second season or not. I'm pretty sure Negan and Maggie, they're the Dead City. That's probably gonna have another season. To be honest, with this right here, this can be the end. They can end everything, and I would be happy. I would be happy with this. Was the perfect ending to The Walking Dead. Like, I don't want to see Rick and them in any more dangerous situations. I don't want to see anybody else with a fascist organization or something and trying to topple the world and take people's resources and stuff. I don't want to see it anymore. I want to think that the CRC and stuff, and they're gonna help the world and start rebuilding it for better and all this. It might not happen, but this can be the perfect ending. But love this episode, man. Love this season. This brought the interest back to The Walking Dead, man. Just these characters and stuff, man. It was so beautiful to see Rick and them back, man. To see Michonne and stuff, man. Like, yo. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest and most hated, man. Holla at your boy.